questions regarding the verboseness of the debug whilst running agents. I know there's a way to do so with Holo AMA, but I'm yet to find any solutions regarding running the agents themselves with Sim2H server on the forums. Any tips, Art or Mary?
I'm still muted. Sorry about that. We jumped ahead. Well, I don't know if I'm the best person for this, but the way that I understand it right now, really the level of verboseness is completely configurable. These logs basically are helping us to be able to debug the different layers of our software and our infrastructure, and we get a lot of value. You can change the settings for particular test environments, and we're going to set those differently depending on whether or not you're in a dev environment or a test environment. Or when we get to production into a mainnet. Arthur, do you want to say a little bit more?
Yeah, I'm just not exactly sure if this person is a developer who's trying to turn on debugging or if they're a host who's trying to turn off debugging. But because there was a lot of logging happening. And by the way, we skipped a question, David. I don't know if you meant to.
No, I didn't, but I'll chuck it on at the end. I just realized, and I was so keen to get the last two questions in, I jumped over one. So I'll add it as the final question.
But what I'd recommend, if you go to the Holochain Rust GitHub repo, there's a set of Holochain 101 docs in there, and there's a conductor logging configuration doc in there, and it'll actually tell you what settings to put into your conductor to turn on or off different degrees of logging. And you can also customize the colors and blah, blah, blah if you want to. But it's, yeah, there can be a whole flood or explosion of logging because there's a lot of this sort of peer-to-peer chatter that happens in Holochain, right? And so that can be overwhelming. And that's why it's intended to be able to be customized this way.